Now, the Mississippi River.
Well,
That's all it says.
the Mississippi River is the only river in North America that flows sideways.
Here's another question. Does the Empire State Building always have to be in New York?
And sometimes it's struck with lightning.
I guess that's about all the time we do have.
Good. Meantime, I'll have another one of those, Bob, please.
Our time is just about up
Thank you.
for this afternoon. However, we'll be winding
Can you
down.
hand me down my cocoa, Bob, and take your
Sure.
thumb out of it, please?
There you are. It's a little cool. Here, I'll help you skim it.
Oh, gee. Look, we'll help you with Christmas tomorrow, friends. We're going to help you get over this big hump.
We're going to give you Christmas present wrapping tips.
And how to wrap and how to have a good time this merry holiday season. And we know, too.
Oh, if anybody knows, we know.
I mean, because I think we're authorities, don't you really?
Yeah.
On almost any subject.
Yes, you're right.
I think I am, and I think you'll agree with us that if it comes to anything, Bob and Ray are tip-top.
And remember, giving is the sincerest form of remembrance, which is all we ask.
Ken Wilson is back again, and we hope that he regains his full strength,
Hope
which
you
isn't
stay
much
with
to
us for
begin
a few
with.
days now.
Well, I hope you get back to where you were before, Ken. And Bill, keep up that good work. You're losing weight, and I've noticed it. You look wonderful. Burgoyne, grand.
You've all done great jobs today.
I think there'll be a little surprise in your check next week. This is Matinee with Bob and Ray. Bob Elliott and Ray Goulding and all the rest of us saying, we're hoping rather, that you'll be back with us again tomorrow at this very same time over much of this same station. Won't you, friends, please, all climb on the dinner table tomorrow at 1 o'clock and help dunk donuts with us? I thank you. Now announcing
WHDH in Boston.
Well, I don't know.
That name was Ken and Bill. Here we go.
All right. So get funny, you two fellas. Come on over here, Bill.
Come on,
You get a
Bill.
half-hour radio time. It's yours, boy.
Go ahead.
Come on, Bill. Come on. Carry on. Very funny.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Matinee.
Now that we've cleaned out the studio,
I think we should have some real good music, and we've got some there. Should we start with music, or should we talk?
let's talk for a few minutes and talk about Christmas shopping, friends. We have in the studio the WHDH famous shopper, the charming,
Thanks very much, Ray.
what is your name, sir?
Harvey Crumlift.
Harvey, I know that you've been making the rounds of all the department stores.
I've been making the rounds of all the department stores.
Novelty stores.
Novelty stores.
And whatnot.
And whatnot.
Whatnot. WHAT-NOT.
And I found that for the man who has nothing, I suggest get him everything.
Get him everything, eh? And what would you start with?
Well, I think a good pair of bedroom slippers is about as nice a Christmas present as any man could want to receive.
I think
I
so.
personally wouldn't.
Well, what would you want if you were a man?
Well, I don't know. I think maybe I'd like, say a garden set or a set of tools or something. Something I can work around the house
Something you
with.
can put your teeth into.
Sure. That's the way we talk about it down at the agency.
I see. Well, of course, I suppose Christmas shopping is going along
Christmas shopping's going along
at fever pitch.
And we're able to see that this year, more than ever before,
People are
buying Christmas presents.
Well, that's awfully
Especially
good.
at this time of the year, probably because it comes so close to Christmas.
I think that's the biggest reason for the increase in sales in stores. Is this always in late December you'll notice it happen, and I think
That's right after Thanksgiving, I've noticed.
well, it's because
That
of
period there between Thanksgiving and Christmas is a big buying time.
it's almost pretty much a
And
month or
everybody's
so.
buying Christmas presents.
I see.
Not
And
buying many birthday presents unless there happens to be a birthday in that time.
Wait a minute. I went over to the Christmas card counter, and I saw a couple of fellas buy some birthday cards. A lot of people have birthdays.
Well, you might find somebody now and then.
Yes,
would
and
you?
I myself bought a birthday gift for somebody.
Well, you're
Just
the
the other
exception.
day.
You're the exception to the rule.
That's what the teacher used to tell me.
Yes, well, that's the way it works out.
Yes, certainly.
Well, I think that's a very interesting discussion on Christmas, but that's about as far as we can go.
Got any music here?
Yeah, we've got some music.
Good boy.
Our favorite piano player, our favorite singer.
Put another nickel in the nickelodeon. All I want is having you and music. I do anything for you, anything you want me to. All I want is kissing you and music. Closer, my dear, come closer. The nicest part of any melody is when you're dancing close to me. So put another nickel in the nickelodeon. All I want is loving you and music. Nickelodeon, la 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 la. Music, la 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 la. Anything you want me to, la 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 la. Music. Closer, my dear, come closer. The nicest part of any melody is when you're dancing close to me. So put another nickel in that nickelodeon. All I want is loving you and music.
There I go, fading into the darkness with my French accent.
I like that song, Peter, very much.
Thank you very much,
I meant to
Mary.
ask you about
I
that.
feel so happy today.
I know you do. You look awfully happy. That pale purple color has changed into a beautiful
I
green.
feel much better. I like this shade of green I'm wearing here.
Yes.
Where is green, by the way?
What happened to him, Peter, shouldn't happen to.
Excuse me, you interesting people, but I'd like to take time out to introduce a beautiful guest star of ours, the ever-lovable...
Oh, I love her. She's wonderful.
She is. She's a very talented young lady.
No aspersions on you, Mary, of course.
No, well, I understand that. I'm fully aware that there are other people in this world who have as much talent as me.
Or maybe a little modicum more.
What?
Maybe a modicum more.
What is a modicum, Bob?
Well, just a little bit more, I guess.
Well, granted. Certainly. I know that I've never made a movie, for instance. Nobody's asked me to go to the opera and sing.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I've never accomplished too much in this life.
Well, you've done well, though. You've made a lot of friends, and I'm sure you've endeared yourself to the hearts of millions.
Bob, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Oh,
Who are you
let's
going
stop
to
this
introduce me?
crying now. Here is Miss Jeanette Davis.
Chesterfield satisfy women and men. Chesterfield over and over again. Milder, much milder, all smokers agree. Always by Chesterfield A.B.C.
You like that, friends?
Boy, I did.
I think Jeanette Davis is wonderful, but that's all beside the point. We only wish that we could have her on this program. Now, Iron Tablets presents Dr. OK or Mr. Anthony.
Mr. Agony.
All right, Mr. Agony, the sentimental...
He's here. Yes, he's here.
Oh, is he? The sentimental heartbeat. And here he is, Mr. Agony.
All right, Mr. Sterling, our first problem, please.
The case of Mr. M.M.
All right, so your problem, please.
Thank you very much.
Don't
Why?
get too close to the microphone there.
Why? What?
Don't get too close to the microphone.
My problem is simply this. I am coming into the Christmas season now in high gear.
Well, let me see if I have your story right to this point. You say you are coming into the Christmas season in high gear.
Yes.
All right, so go ahead with your problem, please.
And my wife said that I should leave her. And I said, why? And she said, well, first she pushed me
I see your wife pushed you, did she?
down the cellar stairs. I landed akimbo by the oil burning.
Don't mention any proper places, please.
It was an akimbo oil burner.
Go on with your story, please.
I landed there.
Let me ask you a question. Is this lady in the audience, she's the lady who came in with you, is that your wife?
Yes.
Would you bring her up to the microphone, please?
Not in your life. I wouldn't let her get talking.
Well, all right, I'll talk to her later. You tell me your problem.
Yes, and she pushed me down the cellar stairs, and I came back up and said, what's the matter? Don't you love me?
In other words, you thought after she pushed you down the cellar
I
stairs...
thought it was an accident.
You thought
I thought
maybe-
she was reaching for the salt.
Maybe she was playing a little joke on you.
I thought it was fun.
I see. And so you climbed up the cellar stairs. Did you have any broken bones?
No, fortunately, but I did spoil my brand new suit.
I see. Did your wife offer to make restitution for this suit?
No, she tore my sleeve when I mentioned how dirty it was after the fall.
In other words...
Then she poked her fingers in my eye.
In other words, she was pretty serious about this whole thing.
Yes, she didn't smile once.
But you were laughing.
I kept giggling.
You were giggling all through this.
Yes.
How long did this scene take, possibly?
Until we heard the radiator walloping away.
I see. Now, what was the next thing you did?
That
Did you
was
leave the
about
house?
2 hours later. we scrapped around there for about 2 hours.
And did you leave the house after this altercation?
No, she wouldn't let me out.
I
She
see.
said I couldn't go out.
Uh-huh. And when did this all take place, sir?
Monday.
On Monday of this...
A week ago. Monday a week.
Well, just remember...
Monday week.
It's 2 weeks ago because we're transcribed, you see. Now, what has your wife done in the meantime to prove she loves you?
She keeps sending me these nasty letters. And,
Do you answer these letters, sir?
yes. And I answer them and tell her that I am deeply in love with her.
Was that one of the letters that came in with you into the studio tonight?
No, that was my attorney.
Oh, I see. You have taken legal steps then?
Well, I want to know what I'm going to do. I've left a lot of underwear and socks at home. And, I know that I want them back. Afraid that she'll give them to her brother or wear them herself.
In other words, your problem, sir, is that you want to get back this underwear and these socks.
Yes, that's
Yes,
my
that
biggest
is the-
problem right now for Christmas.
That is your principal worry as of right now.
And one
then
time-
you'll take care of the wife later. That, as I see it, is the most pressing problem.
Well, the suit is a pressing problem, and she refuses to clean that either, Mr. Agony.
I see.
And,
Well, yours is a case which I have come upon so many times before, and I
it's
only...
love not returned, and it breaks a man's heart.
I only wish there was something I could tell you. Something that would strike home, so to speak.
Oh, I didn't tell you another funny thing. She poured ketchup on me.